Deb Yenrick was unable to be with us this year, so I selected myself to give the award this year. Each year, our association presents an award in memory of Betty Macintosh. Betty was a longtime employee at the Ohio Department of MRDD. She served under 3 governors and 4 directors. Betty was a tireless advocate for individuals served by our system. Those of us that knew her remember her passion as she advocated for policy decisions that would offer the good life for people with developmental disabilities. As such, this award is presented annually to a professional in our system who exhibits extraordinary accomplishments in professional leadership and advocacy for individuals with DD. I am pleased, more than pleased, to be able to present this year's award, and I can think of no one in our field who deserves it more than this year's recipient. When this person's coworkers pull into the parking lot in the morning and they see this person's car, they're excited because they know they will have serious discussions about the vision for our field. They know each day there will be a lot of laughter and that they will be challenged to do their very best. Always encouraging. This person clearly appreciates the talents and skills of coworkers, colleagues, and has a way of making everyone feel comfortable. This person even has the ability to deliver bad news in a way that is appreciated by the person receiving it. One staff member told me, "This person could tell me that my own kids are not very good looking, and I would give this person a hug and say thank you." This individual has been a true ambassador to the field, always looking at services and supports from a very strategic perspective. Forward-thinking, with a vision that elevates the status of people we support. Demonstrating real passion, especially in the area of community integrated employment, has been this person's trademark for over 35 years. A polished professional, this person is able to be right at home with individuals and families as they are with members of the legislature. Now, several of you think right now, oh, we know who this person is. In fact, some of you are waiting for me to launch into the story where I hired Melanie Stretchberry out of a bar for her first job in the field. True story. She was my favorite bartender. Getting her bachelor's degree from Bowling Green State University in social work. But this convention is full of surprises. So, we're going to change it up a little bit here. Actually, this individual started his career as a speech therapist at the Logan County Board of Developmental Disabilities. In a recent visit there, it was apparent to me he'd left his mark a long time ago. People remembered him, Junior and Dana. When he walked in, Dana was a person who is blind, and he heard this person's voice, and he said, "Hi, Kim." His first job in the field, he was actually asked to provide sex education training at the workshop. After discovering a couple engaged out back at the dumpster, yes, the dumpster. From there, he went on to be the Adult Services Director at the Hardin County and Perry County boards, later moving to our department where he worked with and for Betty Macintosh. He was a true friend to Betty. He supported her vision, fought the good fight for services that were needed in the field in those days. She was undoubtedly the most influential mentor Kim ever had in our field. Always rock solid, consistent, knowledgeable. He later left our department to work at the Rehab Services Commission for a number of years, always pushing the system for integrated employment for people with disabilities. Now, this is the part of the program where it becomes very clear to most of you who this person is. Kim Linkinhoker has been a friend and inspiration to me and to many of you for over 35 years. After retiring from the Department of DD in 2006, in the sunset of his career, he came over to work at the association and hasn't stopped working to improve the system. Developing online staff training, which quite honestly was his wife, Ann's idea, who happens to be in the back of the room. Reinventing our executive development program, creating bridges to transition. These are just a few of the brainchild ideas that Kim has had. In addition, he finds in his spare time to be on the Disability Housing Network Board and volunteers his time to support the efforts of the Ohio Alliance of Direct Support Professionals. Now, with all these accolades, I must confess, Kim has a few quirks. Our staff report, he's extremely concerned about the type of spray that is in the bathrooms in the office. Not so sure about that. He's quite proficient at relationship counseling. Even as a teenager, he was willing to strip down to the essentials to help a friend who needed to talk. He's an avid OSU fan, but he's also a closet Harry Potter fan. In his spare time, he does Pilates and makes pottery. Halloween is his favorite holiday. He was extremely disappointed this year due to the weather. He was unable to use his fog machine with the trick-or-treaters. His sense of humor borders on sacrilege and with great sarcasm. He makes us laugh a lot. Somebody asked me at dinner last night after Pete had done the presentation, wow, it seems like you guys have so much fun. Your staff has so much fun. We have fun because of Kim Linkinhoker. Quite honestly, though, most of the stories I'd like to share, I can't because I'm in public. It just wouldn't be appropriate. In the last year, as most of you know, Kim stepped up when our association needed him most. As the interim executive director, he stabilized our organization, moved us forward with our strategic plan, transitioned to a new executive director, and we appreciate that. Kim doesn't take himself too seriously, but he is a man of integrity and ethics. Many have said he is the best boss that they ever had, and if you've been fortunate enough to work with or for Kim, you feel very blessed indeed. He has the innate ability to lift up everyone around him, and we all feel valued and appreciated because of Kim. Kim is not just the recipient of this award, he is the epitome of this award. On behalf of the Ohio Association of County Boards, I'm so privileged to present the 2013 Betty Macintosh Award to my friend and colleague, Kim Linkinhoker.
Wowee. Yeah, they sort of fooled me on this one, boy. And I'm a blubberbutt, so I'll probably bawl here in a minute, so apologies up front for the tears. But that was totally a surprise. And thank you very much to the lights. Well, see, there you go. I do have a way with lights and words and whatever. So, no, I, again, did work with Betty Macintosh and always really respected her work. I was a very good friend of hers as well as colleague. And I knew I'd do that. But she was a true mentor, as Lori said, to me. So this is quite an honor. So, again, I thank you. I did laugh on Tuesday when I went to work. I wore my I Love My Job badge, and I took it in. Everybody was like rolling their eyes at me. But, you know, frankly, could somebody turn the lights on? Because it's really bizarre. Talking to an empty room, maybe you all ran out as quickly as I got up here, because like, oh, there he goes again. But yeah, no, seriously, lights, hello. But Betty taught me a lot. She was a passionate person. She got things done, and she forced me into situations that I did not want to deal with at the time, but that's what she did best. And I learned a lot, excuse me, from her. Again, I work with a great team of people and a great system here in Ohio. There you go. Now I can, oh, there we go. But I did accidentally, like about probably, well, our numbers are dwindling as we get older, but you know, so many of us accidentally tripped into working with folks with disabilities, and I did. Just frankly, just went, well, man, and it's my career, and I love it. And I love supporting folks, and I love, you know, to see the work that you do. Oh my Lord, you know, and all the team. I wondered why all the staff were coming in too. I mean, I just kept there, but I honest to God didn't have a clue. Where's my wife? Oh, my daughter too. God love him. So I will quit rambling here soon. But I can't tell you how proud I am to receive such an award. I mean, it just feels really good, and I appreciate my family. They've been so supportive of me in my career, and the team that I work with, and all of you. Again, we have changed lives for 35 years, and man, you are incredible people. So I look forward to our continued, relationships over the years. And I have announced formally, many of you know, I'm going to retire in 2014, and I'm going to leave the association at some point, probably toward the end of next year, before the convention. I have told Bridget before the convention. But again, I've really enjoyed my career, and thank you so very much. And boy, this was quite a shocker. So thank you.